right now, what we've created is the primitive. We always considered a nutritional primitive, and meaning that in the kind of computer science or mathematical sense, where it's a fundamental building block. And what we're doing right now is we're selling just the primitive, and we've been iterating on the primitive of what is the best ketone delivery mechanism. And so right now, Ketone-IQ is the best. As we continue to innovate on that, that's the more like short to medium term. The more medium to long term, as you're asking, is, and I think you touched on this with where we see collagen today, where it's in bars,
It's everywhere.
in different drinks, it's ingredient. You can get collagen in your coffee. You can get it's in all sorts of different formats. That's without giving too much away. That's how we're thinking about it. Where hey, ketones are it's interesting primitive. How does that start looking if we build on top of ketones as a platform? So Ketone-IQ is primitive. Okay, well, what if we use Ketone-IQ specifically for an endurance product, like a goo shot that you can take on your bike? It should have things besides ketones in it that complement that use case, where it's powered by Ketone-IQ, but it also has an array of different carbohydrates in it. Because if you're biking, you want all the substrates that you can possibly have. You might even want BCAAs because it's technically a protein, but your body can turn it into energy really quickly. You want as many different types of energy as possible. That's just for the endurance sports use case. We also have a lot of people that are using Ketone-IQ as a alcohol replacement. Like, so totally different use case, but it's because you feel a little bit of a lift from drinking ketones. A lot of people know alcohol is not great for you. So it's cool that, there's other non-alcoholic options out there, but a lot of times those are just flavored water. And okay, I can make a nice little cocktail out of Ketone-IQ, and it's not alcohol, so I'm not getting ethanol and acetaldehyde buildup. But it's also not this like inert flavored water. It like does this thing. It's healthy for me, and it makes me feel pleasant. So, what about if we make a alcohol replacement that is more like decidedly alcohol, where you think about like a nice glass bottle and partnering with a premier chef or sommelier, like you really build into that use case. So you take this primitive of Ketone-IQ and you draw out the line to, okay, the endurance sport sub brand or sister brand looks like this. The alcohol replacement sub brand or sister brand looks like this. So that's an area where we almost have, I'm chomping at the bit. Like we have too much creativity on it, and there's so many ideas to do there. And one of the challenges as an entrepreneur is to really focus where, okay, like as exciting as all those things are, I want to be a little bit patient and continue to push on the primitive. Right now, it's allowing people to go and make what they want. So if someone wants to go on a bike ride, you got to mix Ketone-IQ with the rest of your stack. Make your witch's brew, make your water bottle of your special concoction that works for you. If you want it as an alcohol replacement, cool. We're providing you with the primitive. You can go and mix it with soda water and lime. You can do that. And pushing and just keeping really focused and getting the primitive out there and holding back just a tick before launching all of the secondary, tertiary extensions off of it. This is going into business mode. This is not like a biochemistry answer. It's just from a business perspective, need to focus. Like a lot of people need to just know what collagen, basic nutritional collagen is. You got to just repeat it until your voice is hoarse of just basic nutritional collagen, until the level of awareness around it is at a point where you go and launch all of the other fun derivatives off of it. So it's taking a lot of patience and discipline and, co-founder, executive team conversations around when is that right moment? Like, when do you fractal it out? And I think, I think we're right. We'll see how it pans out. But I think that there is something to be said for, you got to get your MacBook sales up to a certain point before you release the iPhone, right? You got to focus. And I think that can be one of the most painful things as an entrepreneur, where we're really like creative. We have all this spark. We see all this opportunity, all these use cases. But the right answer is, I think, is to focus on the primitive and bide our time.
I think you're totally right.
And then we'll have the opportunities to, you can always extend it later on.
Yes.